everyone, and welcome to Storytime with Mr. K. Let me ask you guys a question. June, we'll start with you. What do you think is the biggest number?
5.
5. Frank, what is the biggest number?
169 billion.
Whoa, that's a really big number. Let's see if you're right, okay? Because we're about to read Pebbles and the Biggest Number, written by Joey Benun and illustrated by Laura Watson. Every day, Pebbles the butterfly fluttered over his garden and counted the flowers. 1, 2, 3. But today he stopped short. It's always the same small numbers, he thought. 2 eyes, 4 wings, 6 legs, and 42 flowers. There must be bigger numbers out there, bigger than tens and hundreds and even thousands. But what's the biggest number?
6,000.
Wow, that's very different than your original answer of 5. Let's keep going.
And mine is 600 and 1,005, 600.
It could be. Let's find out. Because Pebbles set off to find out. And look, there's little notes and facts throughout this, like this one. It's called a number note, and it says 1,000 has 3 zeros. It looks like this, and there's 1,000 right there. How about this? Did you know butterflies have taste sensors on their feet? Aren't you glad your feet can't taste your socks? Think about if you could taste with your feet. You'd be tasting your socks all day. Yuck! Yuck! Pebbles' first stop was a scorching desert. He spotted a camel enjoying the sunshine. "Hello, Mr. Camel," he said. "I'm looking for big numbers. What's the biggest number you know?" That would be 27 million. That's the temperature of the sun." Here's another number note. It says 1 million has 6 zeros. It looks like this. "Wow, that's hot," Pebble said, "and so is this desert. Do you know where I can find some nectar?" The camel nodded toward some wildflowers. "Try those." Did you know a butterfly uses its tube-shaped mouth, called a proboscis, to drink nectar? That's like having a built-in straw. Can you imagine if your tongue was a straw and you just went and suck things up?
I won't do that.
Yeah. How about
If
this
you
one?
could do the same, your mouth could be a mile away from your face.
A mile away from your face?
Yeah, when you're licking
I guess if you had like a really big proboscis, like a really long proboscis.
And a banana. I don't know what a banana looks like, but binoculars look like this.
That is true. This is called Science Spot, and it says camels can drink around 500 cups or 120 liters of water in one sitting. Because they store all this water in their blood, they can go up to 7 months without drinking again. Can you imagine going 7 months without having a glass of water?
I got to
Yeah.
the biggest number. 1,160, 98, 99, 90, 90, 98.
Whoa, you could be right. Let's find out. Refreshed from his drink, Pebbles flew onto a tropical rainforest. An electric eel wriggled by. "Hello, Miss Eel," Pebbles said. "What's the biggest number you know?" 1 billion. That's how many volts of electricity are in a lightning bolt. Look, 1 billion has 9 zeros and looks like this. See, it has 9 zeros. Here's a fun fact. A standard American light bulb uses 120 volts of electricity. That means an electric eel could power 5 light bulbs. The eel lit up. "I only need 600 volts to zap predators." Suddenly, lightning flashed and thunder boomed. "Take cover, little butterfly," warned the eel. Pebbles scrambled under a leaf to wait out the storm. Here's one. "Nearly 8 billion humans live on the earth. Personally, I think they all look delicious." When the rain stopped, Pebbles crawled out from under his leaf and fanned his wings. A tree frog leaped onto a nearby branch. "Hello, Mr. Frog," Pebbles said. "What's the biggest number you know?" The frog looked around and croaked. 3 trillion. That's how many trees are growing on Earth. 3 trillion trees, that's huge. Look, 1 trillion has 12 zeros.
Well, let me count them.
Okay, you can count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ah!
That's a lot of numbers. Pebbles marveled at the rainforest. Wow, trillions of trees. That's more than I can even imagine. Thank you, Mr. Frog. Pebbles fluttered to the forest floor, where an army of ants marched by. Hello, little ants. What's the biggest number you know? Pebbles asked. Without stopping their work, the ants shouted, 20 quadrillion! That's how many ants live on Earth. Quick, run! One of them cried. All at once, the ants scuttled off.
Let me count.
Look at that. 1 quadrillion has 15 zeros.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15.
Yeah. Some ants can lift 50 times their body weight. That's like you lifting a car. Can you imagine picking up our car?
No.
Yeah, that's how strong ants are.
What?
Yeah. Well, they can't lift up a car. They can only lift like 50 times their own body weight.
How can they whip up or do a car?
Well, they can't do a car, but
What if
I know that's a confusing concept.
Papa, I gotta tell you something.
Okay.
What if there were so many of them and they could carry a car?
I suppose if there were like a quadrillion of them, they might be able to. Suddenly, the ground started shaking. Earthquake! A macaw screeched, flapping its wings wildly. Pebbles zipped off as fast as he could. Later that afternoon, Pebbles arrived at a beach. A crab scurried along the shore. Hello, Mrs. Crab, Pebbles said. What's the biggest number you know? The crab stopped and clicked her pincers. 7 quintillion. That's how many grains of sand fill all the deserts and beaches on Earth. Wow, 7 quintillion. 1 quintillion has 18 zeros.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Ah!
Pebble started to thank the crab when a gust of wind sent him tumbling out to sea. Oh no! Splash! A dolphin sprang from the waves. Hello, Mr. Dolphin, Pebble said. What's the biggest number you know? 6. Let's try this again. That's a dolphin. 6. I can't talk like a dolphin. 6 sextillion, the dolphin squeaked. That's how many cups of water make up the world's oceans. Does that sound like how a dolphin would talk? Probably not, but hey, I gave it a shot.
Okay.
All right, look. All right, June, here's 1 sextillion has 21 zeros.
That's so many numbers.
Dolphins are clever animals. They use their own language of clicks, whistles, and squeals to communicate underwater. Just then, an eagle dove down and scooped up Pebbles. Ah, don't eat me, Pebbles cried. The eagle laughed. I'm trying to save you. A tsunami is coming. Did you know tsunami waves are often caused by earthquakes? They can rise over 100 feet or 30 meters high, which is as tall as a 10-story building. Can you imagine running into a wave as big as a 10-story building?
What?
Crazy. Ah, look at that eagle taking the butterfly over the water. Ah. Ms. Eagle, you just saved my life, Pebbles said. Thanks a sextillion. That's the biggest number I know. I wonder what's the biggest number you know. 1 septillion. That's how many stars are in the sky. Number note, 1 septillion has 24 zeros. Together, they gazed at the dazzling display. A septillion stars, Pebbles said. The most I've ever counted is 100. Did you guys know the sun is a star? Did you guys know the sun's a star?
I know that.
You know that?
I know that too.
Yeah. It appears much bigger than other stars because it's closer to the Earth. Pebbles and the eagle flew all night. At sunrise, they landed on a snowy mountain. While the eagle rested, Pebbles spied a frolicking dog. Hello, Mr. Dog. Tell me, what's the biggest number you know? 3 octillion, the dog barked, wagging his tail. That's how
What?
many atoms make up my
How
body.
many numbers?
3 octillion, which has 1 octillion has 27 zeros. Look at that.
3 octillion.
1 octillion. Look, that's 1 octillion. Yeah, look.
Oh.
27 zeros.
Whoa.
So dogs are made of atoms, asked Pebble? Not just dogs. Everything is made of atoms, the dog replied. Butterflies, clouds, even this mountain. Suddenly the mountain rumbled. Oh no, the dog howled. Mounds of snow hurtled toward Pebbles and his friend. It's an avalanche! Quick, hold on to my fur! They charged down the slope and burst into a laboratory. Hey boy, you're safe, the scientist said to the dog. And you brought a friend. Hello, Ms. Scientist, Pebbles said. You must be wise. Tell me, what's the biggest number you know? The scientist didn't speak butterfly, so she continued working. Hey, David, she said to her lad partner. Countless bacteria live under my microscope, but did you know there are 5 nonillion bacteria on Earth? I sure did, David said. And did you know there are even bigger numbers in space? Ooh, space, Pebble said. I bet that's where I'll find the biggest number. Look, 1 nonillion has 30 zeros.
Is that her mother?
Well, let's find out. Pebbles flew to a nearby observatory where he saw another butterfly. Hello, Pebbles said. What brings you here? I was looking for the very biggest number, the butterfly replied. No way, me too, Pebbles said. Did you find it? Well, I found out about infinity, she said. Infinity? Is that the biggest number? No, infinity means that numbers go on and on forever. You just keep adding zeros. You mean there is no biggest number? The butterfly flapped her wings. That's right. Wow, Ms. Butterfly, I can't believe it. I could have searched forever. Look, infinity is not a number. It is the idea that something will never end. The symbol that represents infinity looks like this. What's that look like?
Infinity.
Yeah, it's infinity, but it kind of looks like a sideways 8. But yeah, that's what infinity is.
It kind of looks like a superhero mask, right, from Superman.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does
yeah,
look like a
like
superhero
mask. Superman, like.
Look, Pebbles said. A burst of meteors flashed across the night sky. The butterflies chanted in unison, 1, 2, 3, infinity! Ooh, dig deeper into words. Here's a bunch of words they talk about in the book, and it kind of defines them for you. Like the tsunami. A tsunami is massive waves caused by underwater earthquakes.
So what was the biggest number?
That's the whole point. There is no biggest number.
What?
Yeah, because of infinity. Numbers just go on forever. You could just keep adding zeros, or 1s, or 2s, or 3s, or 4, whatever number you want, and you could just make a bigger number. Look, and here's like all the numbers we talked about here. So, 1 thumbprint of wet sand contains around 1,000 grains. There's 1,000 grains of sand in just 1 thumbprint. 1 sandcastle contains around 1 billion grains of sand. That's crazy. Earth's land, covered with a layer of sand as high as the world's tallest building, would contain around 1 octillion grains.
That's a big castle.
Yeah, that's the Empire State Building. And guess what? 15 floors of the Empire State Building filled with sand would contain around 1 quadrillion grains.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The end. Wow. I learned a lot. We got to learn about infinity. So after that, what's the biggest number you can think of?
169 quadrillion.
Wow! That is much bigger than the number you started out with. How about you, June?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I don't even... Wow! Yeah, I guess. You guys are getting really smart. You don't even need me anymore. You guys should just go take your driver's test and move out.
Driver's test?
Move out, go to college.
Simon, I don't know how to drive. Growing up.
Yeah, you guys are just getting so smart. Thanks for watching Storytime with Mr. K. To purchase this or other great books or to watch more videos, visit StorytimeWithMrK.com. See you next time!
Bye!